RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great everything on here. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Times now 8:18 in the evening in Boston, Massachusetts. About 12 degrees out. Brr, cold. Bundle up. Tomorrow it's going to be about 32 degrees, but warm this week. But snow is not out of the woods yet. There's still a couple of good chances of snow later on in the month. Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Saturday, March 4th, 2017, Billerica, Massachusetts. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Clemson beats Boston College men's basketball team by the score of 82-68. That ends the Boston College men's basketball regular season. Now it's on to the ACC tournament. BC needs to win all their remaining games if they have a shot at making the NCAA tournaments. BC only won 2 ACC games in the regular season. They don't have a chance, so they'll be watching the NCAA men's basketball tournament from the house. Sad news to report in the world of music. Singer, songwriter Tommy Page passed away at the age of 46 of an apparent suicide. Prayers to his family in this time of need. That's about it on the RVBN Newswire. Back in a flash with my third and final video blog subject of the night. Tomorrow on RVBN, 3 more video blogs coming for you. One's going to be about my personality profile, current New England Patriots wide receiver, punt return specialist, Julian Adelman. Second video blog of the day will be about North Shore 104.9 FM. And the last video blog will be about the WWE house show results from Madison Square Garden on December 26th, 1986. The last of the Madison Square Garden house shows I'm reviewing for the time being. It's going back in the vault, but it will be back later on in the month with 1987. Angelo, gonna get a market basket today. Scratch off million star scratch tickets. He'll win nothing. Bruce Cronin. Want to put a wager on that, Richie? I'm back. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the WWE Madison Square Garden house show card from November 24th, 1986. This house show card was headlined by Hulk Hogan and Rowdy Piper, facing off against Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff and the Kane Harley Race. Well, actually, this was in the middle of the card, but it was, billed as the main event. And this was aired on the MSG network, and it was called by Gorilla Monsoon and his lordship, Alfred Hayes. The first match was Billy Jack Haynes, or what Bobby Brainheen used to call him, Billy Jerk, facing off against Cowboy Bob Orton, the Ace. He was with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And before the match, Cowboy Bob Orton comes to the ring wearing a kilt, and he had a t-shirt called Hot Bob. He was mimicking Rowdy Piper. And this was a grudge match because a couple months earlier, Cowboy Bob Orton beat Billy Jack Haynes by cheating. And this was a 14-minute match, a big brawl ending of the match had both wrestlers fight outside the ring. The referee counted both wrestlers out, and so the match ends in a double countout. The next match was Pedro Morales facing off against the mighty Hercules, with Bobby the Brain Heenan in his corner. Slick sold Hercules' contract to the Brain. This was about a 10-minute match. Very, very competitive. Pedro Morales actually tries to pin Hercules, but Bobby the Brain Heenan distracts Pedro Morales. Then Hercules rolls up the former WWE World Champion, WWE Intercontinental Champion, and WWE Tag Team Champion for 1, 2, 3. The next match was George the Animal Steel facing off against Kamala. And Kamala was with the Wizard, also known as King Curtis Ayakea, and his handler, Kimchi. Playing Kimchi was the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi. This was only about a 4-minute match. A lot of stalling in this match. Ending had, Kimchi on the rope, distracting the referee. The Wizard gives Kimchi an object, and he hits George Steele with it behind the referee's back. And then Kamala splashes George the Animal Steel for the 1, 2, 3. But Kamala wasn't done yet. He gives George the Animal Steel another splash, and Kamala was going to try to go to the top rope. But Kimchi and the Wizard told him to come down. Afterwards, a couple of the agents and the producers come in, and George the Animal Steel does a stretcher job. The next match was the Steve Lombardi, before he was the Brooklyn Brawler, facing off against Leaping Lanny Poffo. And this was a competitive match. Leaping Lanny had all high-flying maneuvers, and he pins the Brooklyn Brawler about in 9 minutes with a somersault splash. Very surprising that Leaping Lanny Poffo didn't get a mid-card run as a babyface in the WWE, because he had great talent, but he was known for doing TV jobs. The next match was that magnificent one, Don Morocco, with the devious one, Mr. Fuji, in his corner, facing off against Hillbilly Jim. About a 7-minute match. Hillbilly Jim had Don Morocco in the bear hug, and Don Morocco was going to tap out, but Mr. Fuji hits Hillbilly Jim with the cane right in front of the referee's back. Right in front of the referee. Automatic disqualification by Fuji, so Hillbilly Jim wins. Afterwards, Fuji rips off Hillbilly Jim's overalls, and he's down to his underwear. Now, that's just to set up a match for next month. The next match was the main event. In the middle of the card, it was Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and King Harley Race facing off against Hulk Hogan, the WWE World Champion, and Rowdy Piper. Hogan and Piper had no love lost between one another because they had a long-running feud. But somehow they coexisted in this match. They actually showed some good tag team skill. The ending had Harley and Paul Orndorff accidentally clothesline Harley Race after he was going to clothesline on Piper. Piper rolls up the cane for the 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, Piper gets attacked by Orndorff and the brain, and Orndorff and the cane, and Hogan comes to the rescue, and Piper walks away, and then Hogan gets attacked by Orndorff and Race, but Hogan hulks up, gives a leg drop to both of them, and both of them scoot out of the ring, and Hogan does his posing afterwards. The next match was a midget match. It was Lord Littlebrook and Little Tokyo facing off against Pep Gomez and the Karate Kid. Not the actor Ralph Macchio, because he's too big for a midget. He would have crushed the midgets. And this midget tag team match was just comedy. 111 minutes. Midget matches are all laughs. Ending had Little Tokyo accidentally give the cross body block to Lord Littlebrook. Lord Littlebrook doesn't like that. He beats him up. And then the Karate Kid pins Lord Littlebrook for the 1, 2, 3. The midgets are funny. The next match was Jimmy Jack Funk. He wasn't with the mouth of itself, Jimmy Hart, because he was basically becoming to the Jobber to the Stars, facing off against the Birdman. Do the bird, do the bird, 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 do the bird, do the bird, bird, bird. Coco Beware with Frankie. This was an 8-minute match, and it was a competitive match. Jimmy Jack almost pulled off the upset, but in the end, Coco Beware gave the Ghostbuster to Jimmy Jack Funk. Jimmy Jack gets pinned. 1, 2, 3. Jimmy Jack Funk does the JOB at the MSG. And then the main event, the de facto main event, it was the Islanders, Haku and Tama, facing off against the Dream Team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Buddha Spavak Beefcake with their manager, Luscious Johnny V in the corner. I think around October 1986, WWE shortened Luscious Johnny Valentine's name to Luscious Johnny V, maybe just to get confused with Jimmy Valiant in the NWA. This was a very competitive matchup. In the end, the referee was distracted by Haku and Luscious Johnny V. Greg the Hammer Valentine gives Tama a cross chop, which, if he did that in front of the referee, that's below the belt, automatic disqualification if he saw it. But referee doesn't see it. If he doesn't see it, it's legal. And then he gets pinned by Beefcake. 1, 2, 3. And this Madison Square Garden house show card was probably a B-. Good to see Hogan and Piper team up together, even though they did not really like each other. And the wrestlers on this card probably got paid a little extra because Hulk Hogan was on the card. And when Hulk Hogan was on any house show card in the 1980s, all wrestlers on that card could expect a bigger payday, which it's good, because back then they weren't under guaranteed contracts except Hulk Hogan. So the others, this was actually, they needed the extra money. But they were traveling 300 days a year. And tomorrow will be the last one I review for a while, which will happened on December 26th, 1986. The main event was Kamala facing off against Hulk Hogan for the WWE title, and other matches on this card. And it's also a debut of an announcing team on here for the first time on Madison Square Garden. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.